Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribers, thank you. And returning listeners, thank you as well. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. I got a download this morning, early this morning, about the Fifth Amendment. And so I'm going to read a little bit about the Fifth Amendment here. Okay? So, of course, this is in the U.S. This is in regards to our Constitution. And I don't know if they did if they still do in high school, but when I was in high school, you had to learn the Constitution and you had to pass. There was a test given in order to pass, or in order to graduate, you had to pass this Constitution, or know enough about it, I'll say. Okay? So, the Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution states, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in land or naval forces, or in the militia, okay, when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice charged, i.e. double jeopardy, right? That's a good movie, by the way. Double Jeopardy, I think that's with Michael Douglas. Again, he's one of my top 3 all-time male actors. And in fact, I just saw another movie with him in it yesterday. I've seen so many. Like going back, to the 70s and 80s. I definitely enjoy watching him. So that's what Double Jeopardy is, and I think he was in a movie. I think that's the name of it. There is a movie called Double Jeopardy. I think he was the main actor in that movie. Of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, and or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. So that is called, I mentioned it the other day, that is called I'm hearing reciprocity, but that's in regards to what's going on with many of us. But eminent domain, thank you. Eminent domain. I was trying to think of what it was. Eminent domain. So eminent domain states that although you buy the property, and this is why, again, this is part of the karmic system that man has built. Even when man tells you on paper with your signature, man tells you, this is how dumb this is. Look, look at this process for a second. Look at this process for a second. All right? Follow me. Man says, and this is so true, I saw this on a post recently. Man will cut down a tree to make paper, to write on a piece of paper, save the trees. That is an asinine, absolute asinine process. But that's what man does. So man does the same thing in most every other area of our lives. Man tells us one thing, but does the complete opposite of what man is telling us to do. So, you go to any attorney and you tell them, hey, I'm in this issue, I'm having this trouble. It doesn't matter what it is. Divorce, fraud, or deception of some other sort. interesting is the advice that Bernie Madoff would give is the same advice that Warren Buffett would give. That's what's interesting. And this is why you have to use discernment. And this is why you have to use your intuition. Because if Warren Buffett is selling you, I meant to say telling, I said selling, is selling you the same thing that Bernie Madoff is. Bernie Madoff is saying the same thing that Warren Buffett is saying. How do you know the difference? One obviously has a very different result today in their life. One is obviously they are in very different situations, aren't they? Bernie Madoff will tell you, invest here, don't invest there. Bernie Madoff could show you how to make a lot of money. Legally, Bernie Madoff could show you how to make a lot of money. But that's not what Bernie chose to do. Okay? So the government, in any form, it's man-made. Divine Source did not create the system that we function in here in the 3D. No more than he created the program that you watch on TV. Okay? So, the Fifth Amendment, an eminent domain. The government can come in and take that property back, and they could build a highway or whatever. That's what this Fifth Amendment states. Okay? That they need to give you just compensation, whatever just compensation means. Obviously, that's left up to discernment and perception, right? Because just compensation might be $50,000 to one person, but $500,000 might not even be just compensation to another for the same situation, right? So, what is just cause? What is just compensation? Who determines that? Okay. So the Fifth Amendment, the right to indictment by a jury, a prohibition of double jeopardy. Okay, so that's not allowed. You can't be tried twice for the same crime. Fortunately for OJ, a right against forced self-incrimination, so you don't have to testify against yourself or incriminate yourself. A guarantee that all criminal defendants have a fair trial. So, one of the issues that I have with the legal system and is the legal system says innocent till proven guilty, but the legal system treats you as if you're guilty until you're proven innocent. If I'm true, this is the very first time I'm going to say this. If this is true, hit the like button. If you believe this is true, hit the like button. If you see that the government doesn't do as they say, they are a do as I say and not as I do type of society. That's the government here in the U.S. anyway. Okay? I can do it, but you can't. That's what the polygamous sperm donor told me. I can live this life, you can't. I can take your wife, you can't have none of mine. That's what the polygamous sperm donor told me. Okay? So why does the legal system treat us unjustly when on paper the legal system says that you are innocent until proven guilty? Why does the legal system treat us as if we're guilty until we're proven innocent? Why is that? And why do they put these false promises in front of your face? Okay? And tell you that you own this property when in fact they can come in because of eminent domain and yank your shit from under your feet. Why do we walk around talking about bragging, talking about I own it? You don't own the damn thing. The government still owns it. You don't believe? Let them want to build a highway or a toll road or something through your house, your subdivision. See what happens. You think you own it. You own nothing in this matrix. You own nothing. Okay? So the Fifth Amendment. Let's give some thought to the Fifth Amendment. And again, Most High brought this to my attention for a reason. And no doubt, it's something that will be addressed again here in the future, and moving forward on in more public ways, I guess, or what have you. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru. You've been tuned into The Encourager, and we are learning about the Fifth Amendment, what our rights are, and how those rights are not often upheld, even though the legal system says certain things. Okay? So thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. As always, be encouraged.